for his UFC debut. And Daniel, the betting line is but one left. All right, so here's Felipe Lima making the challenge through which to analyze a fight, right? But here is a kid to defend a regional bantamweight title. He's fighting the hot, whose second UFC appearance is going to be at bantamweight, right? He was getting ready. Really touted Muḥammad Naimov, up 10 pounds on short notice. But we'll see how the debut goes tonight.
Well, that just tells you how special it is.
And the fight's a pick'em, so a lot of people believe in this kid, Felipe Lima.
This kid is, and when you talk to him and his team, out of all stars, very obvious that he's the smaller fighter in this fight. Jim, they are very high on him. Like you said, John, but when talking to him, he doesn't lack in confidence. He believes to prepare him for Naimov. He has kind of played the teams that he has the right skill set. He said he's been working with a lot of wrestlers. Little brother to Khamzat Chimaev. Chimaev's kind of taking him under his pair. He heard about this fight while running sprints, Mike. Yeah. That some way takes him to training camp, spends a lot of time with him. Calvin was out, called his manager. By Monday, he got the fight.
In the UFC 3 years ago. That's how high his skill set.
He looks forward to going to get his first UFC victory.
Well, he feels he should have been his, and to be honest, I kind of agree. Last night I watched him go 5 rounds. I mean, he went 5 rounds non-stop, 100%. I watched him win a championship fight at the highest level. And foot to the floor, pedal to the metal, high striking, you name it, this kid has it all. I'm highly technical, crazy action, insane pace, wrestling, by the way, confidence to go with it as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Off to a 3-0 start in the octagon. Enter Tajikistan's Muḥammad Naimov, former world Las Vegas in 2016, has trained in Colorado with the likes of Just Taekwondo champion. Started training in Gaethje, and he is trying to continue.
That's right, listen, he knows he's taking on a newcomer. However, he said
he's winning ways here tonight against Felipe Lima, Mike.
Yeah, I'm training for this fight like I'm taking on, the champion, because we've seen some tremendous performances from him. The knockout that's what you've got to do. Now, Muḥammad Naimov had over Jamie Mullarkey. I mean, that was fantastic. And the reason being is because Nathaniel Wood is not an easy, but even more impressive was the decision win over Nathaniel Wood. Man to beat, and in that fight, he had to show everything that he had. And look at the physique. Not an ounce of fat on that. He can wrestle, that he can dig deep, that he has the striking as well, guy DC.
I mean, Naimov is a very good fighter in the call, who is the Olympic gold medalist. The guy that beats, on Wednesday when I spoke to him, he called Zerbek our great Kyle Dake on Jordan Burroughs. He beat all the wrestlers. A lot of confidence from training with that level of athlete. He said he's trained. He goes, I've been training with this guy. I'm ready to go. He finds a line with so many champions that if he would say yes, and he'd be ready to go. This man is confident. Fight was offered to him 20 minutes before the fight. Said he's too big and he's too strong for this guy. He is going to beat him tonight.
All right, here we go with the featherweights. Muḥammad Naimov, notice. Naimov 29, Lima 26. Naimov and Felipe Lima. Now Lima, traditionally a bantamweight, stepping up on short. Naimov has 3 inches in height. They'll try to maximize what is a, now for the intros, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer. 2-inch advantage in reach. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is featherweight division. Introducing first, fighters 3 rounds in the UFC. Out of the blue corner, a striker. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in a professional record 12 wins, 1 loss at 145 1/2 pounds. Fighting Brazil, Felipe, training out of Stockholm, Sweden, by a called Jungle Boy Lee. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting Lima. Out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing professional record 11 wins, 2 losses, in at 145 1/2 pounds. And Muhammad Hillman, fighting out of Dushanbe, Tajikistan, Naimov. Thomas Fan. And when the action begins, our referee in charge.
Back-to-back assignments for Thomas Fan. Felipe Lima. In part because of some bout shuffling, with all the skills and confidence arriving at of Muhammad Naimov. Lima in yellow, not the UFC debut, and trying to end the 6-fight winning streak. Naimov in black.
Well, you can see the size difference straight away on the walks. There's no lack of confidence in Felipe, the muscle density. But as we were talking about, Lima.
Lima was doing flying knee for Lima. Wow! Naimov grabs a leg. Sprints.
Oh, look at that! Beautiful! Oh! And that was a hard kick by Lima. And let's remember, you make a beautiful flying knee.
And then the right hand that followed was good too.
Usually fights at bantamweight.
Right. Felipe Lima was doing, immediately messaged his manager, and here he is making the UFC debut. Brent's last Saturday, he saw that this fight was off.
And that speaks to confidence. You call your manager, you hear a fight after
desire to get here.
Yeah.
Right? At this point in the UFC,
get me that
or a strong D. If you're not coming in through the Contender Series road to the UFC.
And look at this performance so far. Look at what we're seeing, the variety of it.
Or taking fights on short notice. There really isn't any way to come in.
Yeah.
Attacks, the techniques, the athletic prowess that he has.
Oh, nice knee by Naimov.
This is what I saw last night. I mean, the man is ready. Return. That's going to feel good.
You mentioned not taking new opponent 20 minutes before the fight. That's Naimov, just his overall approach while we were in break. Said he crazy. Just believes he's too fast, too big.
Well, right now, Felipe Lima.
And too confident for most of the guys in this division.
He's kind of having his way. Now, the look on his face, Naimov got back into the contest a second ago with that flying knee, but seemed a little bewildered.
Well, Naimov was to face. Instead, it's Lima.
And recognize
southpaw kickboxer Melsik Bogdasarian.
That Melsik is one of the more dangerous strikers, he said. But he got to find a gauge for Lima. I think the big didn't care. He said he'll fight anyone. But right now he's got a bigger issue at this point. Is I don't know if he anticipated this.
Giving him issues. And by the way,
speed of Lima, he's very, very quick.
Correct. It's the speed that's really saying that he would take any opponent. That's the attitude you've got to have. As you try, nice attempt anyway, but that's the attitude you've got to have. You know, you work your way up the rankings. Beautiful kick there. Certainly when you hear that it's a UFC newcomer.
Nice body shot.
Oh, there's no doubt. Lost his pro debut. He's won 12 in a row.
That was a good combination there by Lima. Lima's good.
Yeah.
He's very good.
Training for a title defense rematch in Slovakia.
Yeah, when we spoke to Lima this week about the wrestling threat of Naimov.
July 20th. So he was in camp.
He's like, All-Stars in Sweden, we got lots of Chechens, we got that. Because he almost hit a rolling knee bar there.
Well, because
Pakistanis, we got Russians, and he's also got jiu-jitsu.
According to you, he's from Brazil, so he has to, right?
High-level Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Well, he is Brazilian.
Yeah, born
he
in
possesses.
Brazil.
We're going to talk, DC.
He tried to get a U.S. visa, was unable to get it. And Lima's family is in Manaus. He moved to Sweden 5 years ago and has aligned with Andreas Michael at All-Stars in Sweden. And man,
there by Naimov getting a takedown and controlling them. You know, whenever
do they have an athlete on their hands?
Yeah, but big reset. You are in there. Short notice guy who is up away. You to settle your mind, especially when it starts a little harder than you. A class doesn't have anything to lose. You got to put him in positions that allow for you.
Also, it's the excitement, right? For Felipe Lima, part of the UFC, the nerves, the adrenaline's flowing. I'm so excited to be here. He's in Saudi Arabia. He's finally applied crazy. The referee says fighting to get off to a fast start. This is coming down.
Got a cut on his head, top of his head.
Yeah.
Also,
blood coming.
Perfect now for Naimov. Now he's got a hold of him, sit him down.
Coming through his hair.
This is where the weight difference will really.
I wonder if there was an elbow from the bottom or something there from Lima.
Start to play.
Yep.
And be a factor.
Lima that cut Naimov.
There it is again. Nice elbow.
Interesting to hear Andreas Michael.
Yeah, he's pouring all over Lima.
He'll say to Lima, believe in your conditioning, as if to say, in a minute.
Yep.
Well, because you get controlled now.
Hip escape, right? Don't sit on this final.
The bottom and get the ground upon that. Naimov has, no matter how well you start, if you get up the round at the end, has landed over the course of the last period of round.
These aren't clean shots, though.
No.
No, but he did. Of course, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that those little...
We can't pretend Naimov didn't land anything in all those exchanges.
He pitter-patter shots that weren't flush. Would that still around for you?
Control 2.